there, what's up? Welcome back to Economics. I am Dr. Shreya Roy, and this is lecture 7 of data analytics using SPSS. If you haven't watched our previous videos, I highly request you to do so. And Economics is registered under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Education, MSME, Skill India, Startup India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry. That's about it. If you do not know how to register to the course, please, you'll find the link down in the description box. You can comment down or connect with us with the WhatsApp number being displayed on your screen, or write to us, email us, as you please. Now let's roll into the video and begin with today's lectures. So today we are going to be learning line chart, multiple line charts. We are going to be learning dual charts, and we are going to be learning pyramid charts. Okay, so let me share my screen and begin with it. Okay, so for the initial line chart and the dual plot, we are going to be using a different data, and later on for understanding the pyramid chart, we are going to be using a different data. Okay, let's roll into it. Import data. Mine is in Excel. This is my data, as you can see over here. So basically, we are not going to be using the year as a numeric data because we are not going to be analyzing the year in any way. However, we are going to be analyzing rural population, urban population, population in total, population male and female. Okay, so let's begin. Initially, we are going to look into the simple line chart. So go to Graphs, Chart Builder, click on line plot over here, click on the first option, click and drag. Okay, in the x-axis, you would want the year, and in the y-axis, you would want, let's say, rural population. I have talked about it in my previous lectures as well. Let's look at it again. So you have to drag and hold it until the box is red in color. Then you leave it, and that's when your variable is selected. Otherwise, it is not selected. Again, for rural population, drag, pull, and then drop, so you know that the variable is selected. Obviously, from here, you can change what type of line design you want. However, let's stick to the straight and the basic one and click on OK. Now, this is how the population in the rural area of India has increased over the years. So far, we have the data for 2018 to 2022. Obviously, you can hit World Bank or World Development Indicators and update your data sheet. That is totally fine. However, we are just doing this for the sake of understanding. Now, let's understand multiple lines. Again, as I mentioned, the year has to change over here. Please take a look. I am changing this from this to string and clicking on OK. Okay. And then we are going to try doing it again. Graphs, Chart Builder, year. Again, Chart Builder. And right now, instead, I'm just removing everything, keeping the year intact. And let's select female population and male population and click on OK and OK. So they're pretty nearby, yet the female population is below the male population. So India still has more of male population rather than female population. So see, what I keep telling you people is that understanding how to use the software is important, but understanding to inferring the result is more important, because software, you can just learn it from anywhere. But understanding what the visual data is actually telling you is more important. That is what all data science is about. Doing the dual plot because there was a recording issue. Now, go to graphics, go to chart builder, click on reset, click on dual axes, click on the first one, click and drag. Make sure the statistics is changed to, let's say, count. Okay. And click on year over here and population total on your left hand side, which will represent your bar, and let's say rural population or urban population in your right hand side, which will represent the line, and click on OK. So this is what your diagram will look like. So the bars are representing the population, total population, whereas the line is representing your urban population. Okay, that's about it. Now let's quickly change the data and import data, Excel. Okay, so why did we need to change the data? It's very important because for pyramid charts, we do need some qualitative data as well. Okay, like the gender or experience or education, something like that, that can be, represented using string values or qualitative values. So in case you still do not know what is the difference between quantitative data and qualitative data, so quantitative data is something that can be represented in numbers, and it is also called float data or numeric data. And qualitative data is something which can be represented in text format, such as gender, male, female, skin color, let's say white, brown, black, yellow, let's say age, young or old. So something that can be represented in the text format is called the qualitative data. So, so for the pyramid analysis, we need some bit of qualitative data as well. Go to graphs, legacy dialog, population pyramid. Select profit, bring it to show distribution over, split it by, let's say, gender, and okay. So what do we see? That on the left-hand side, the blue diagrams, the blue bars are the profits which the female leaders are earning. And on the right-hand side, we have the red bars which are displaying the profits which the male leaders are earning. Now, let's further elaborate this. Population pyramid. And let's say further, let's bring in experience to the rows. Okay, and click on OK. So now what do we see? Now we still see that this side, the blue bars are everything which a female leader is earning, and on the right hand side, all the red bars are everything that the male leaders are earning. But it is further fragmented where there is, the split is based on experience. So the top half of the chart represents with of the leaders with no experience, whereas the bottom half of the chart represents the profit with experience. So what do we see for the male gender? The profit is higher for male genders who do not have experience. However, in case of female, the profit is higher for those female leaders who have experience. So that's all for this lecture. So what did we learn? We learned how to use single line, we learned how to use multiple line, we learned dual plots, and we learned pyramid legacy. So we first learned to split it by one, and then we learned to further fragment it into two. So population pyramid. That's it. See you soon. Until then, bye.